Hello, welcome pen friends. I've got a little bit of a show and tell kind of for you today, and then some really big news that I'll save for last. But I went out the other day, I was doing all kinds of prepping, and I ended up in the CVS, and I had put this off for quite a while. In fact, the notebook that I have for my mom that I take the notes in, the one that is the 9.5 by 6.5 size was just about to be full, and so I stocked up on their stuff, the paper products, while I was out. I'm pretty much on a very, very low buy, almost a no buy, but when you get right down to it, and this is what struck me, the CVS caliber paper is like the beans and rice of my hobby. I mean, I need to have that paper. So I'll show you that first. That was the first one I got. I was really delighted that they had the purple. So I've got green and red and a blue one, you know, that I filled up. And so now I have this one, and it's a three subject, 6 pockets. This is just perfect because it has room for, like where they have project assignments, I put down Mom's different people that I can, you know, with their phone numbers, the people that I'm in contact with, nurses and so on. And then while I was there, I got the size that is 11 by 8.5. So that one, that's the big one that I use for my process notebook. I do have one ahead, but the rate that I'm going through paper with processing these days, and also going to counseling again, I thought I'm not going to run out, and I'm going to consider it a prep. You know, I'm going to have it, I'm going to be ready. And then the last 3 or 4 times I've been in my CVS, they didn't have any of the filler paper, but this time they had both. They had the wide, so I got one of the wide, which is really my preferred, but I have been wanting to try the college ruled. I just never saw it. I never saw it in my store. So I got one of those too. It still has the same, it has 150, and I think it's not going to bother me. It's just maybe, let's see, 2 millimeters difference. I don't think they don't go into details there, so I'd have to measure to say for sure what it is. It kind of looks like a 9 and a 7 millimeter, but that's just a guess. That's just a guess. So I'm feeling very abundant in that area, that my paper, that fallback paper that I use for my lots of writing is not going to run out anytime soon. And then I got some stamps. I can't think of the name. I went in to see if they had the new international stamps, but they didn't have any. And so I said, that's okay, because I can add it, make it add up to the right amount. So I got the Appalachian Trail, and those are really pretty. I don't know if maybe I've seen one on a letter, but I haven't had any yet. And then this other one is the sea turtles. So see, protect the sea turtles. I think I was going to put it upside down, and the man that checked me out, the young man, said that this Kemp Ridley sea turtle is at our aquarium. I don't have proof of that. I don't know. Must be he knew, though. I don't think he would have just randomly told me that. But that's cool. I was going to look into it. There's no text on the back of this, so it just says the different types of sea turtles, and those are real pretty. So that'll kind of add to the ones that I have, and it's nice for overseas letters, you know, for my pen pals, if I can use the colorful ones and add it up, you know, to make the right denomination for that. So then I think I already showed you the envelopes I got. I got in Walmart the Pen and Gear A6 envelopes, and then generous viewer sent me more envelopes like that. This is even more colors and that same size, that A6. So thank you very much, because I'm feeling like I'm not going to run out, and I'm well equipped here to do the writing. So that was mainly, you know, I had the idea of just doing a video on that, but then I thought, well, that's not a whole lot. So then I just decided to combine sort of just a little pen chat for you today. And what I have next is the 4, I already have 9 pens inked up, but I'm really writing a lot, and so I'm giving myself permission to ink up 4 more. This one is one that I just can't stand to have it not inked up anymore. It's the Little Moon Man mini in purple. And I'm not sure which color I'm going to put in it yet, but that's going to be the fun for the weekend here for Saturday, is deciding. And I have it in a little Kaweco case because I'm always afraid I'm going to roll that onto the floor and it's going to crack. I don't want that to happen. And then I cleaned out the online campus fluffy cats, and I thought, I enjoyed it so much. I wrote it dry over several months, and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about putting like maybe even diamine ochre in it, because it's got a lot of light brown in I think it's actually got a few stains too, darn it. But that's just me with my bright magenta inks. I saw a stain on here somewhere. Oh, good. I can't find it, so that's good. You know, it's got a pretty busy design on it anyway with the kitties. But it's got the medium nib, and it's such a good writer. It's like, I can't put that away. And then same with my gray, cement gray TWSBI. I'm going to go right back to Graf von Faber-Castell Stone Gray for this one. It's got a medium nib, and it feels so smooth, which is probably a combination of the nib and the ink, you know, being just perfect. And then this is a little Jinhao 82 that was sent by a viewer, and I changed the nib. Let's see. I don't know how it came about that this is gold and it's got a silver nib, but I don't think, I mean, it's not really all that obvious. I put a Nemesine medium nib because that's what I wanted in here. I wanted to try this in that new Milano, let's see, I'm not sure exactly, the Pineider notebook, because it's just perfect for medium nibs. And I think my idea was to take the maroon colored Tom Studio, I can't think of the name of it right now, and put that in here. So that'll even give me, instead of 5, it'll give me 6 Tom Studio inks to go into my ink study for when I do the progress report in about a week or so. A little over a week, I guess. So that's what I'm up to. I'm not being minimal at all about my pens. But I can hardly wait to tell you this last thing. So I know that this probably won't be super long unless I just get to talking and can't stop. And that is that I finally published my first Substack, and I am going to be writing on there, and it is not behind any kind of paywall. And even if it someday has a pay option, it'll always be free to anybody who wants to subscribe and read what I write. But just a little bit of a note on that. The reason why I wanted to go over onto that platform is because I want to be free to talk about some political subjects or subjects that relate to politics that I don't want to bring in here. I want it to only be for whoever wants to read it, and I don't want it to be that you have to wade through content over here. Truly would like to mostly keep this like 99.9% fountain pen hobby and sanctuary type place for us to be, which is going to be needed more than ever, I think. And also, I think it'll help me. It's like it's a different hat over there. It can be, and I can do whatever I want with it. But I can see so much potential, because you can upload little videos there too. So if there's ever something I want to do in this format that I'm comfortable with, I can. But I just have a deep yearning to write, and not just write for my journals, Dear Diary or a process journal. I'm doing that, and I'm going to continue to do that. But there's stuff that I just want to get out, even if it's a very small audience. It doesn't matter. I think we can help each other. We can learn and think of subjects differently when we read each other's. And I've been reading some fantastic ones, and some that are just like world class. And I don't put myself in that category, but I have a lot to say. I guess, I don't know. I've been thinking about it because I gave it a couple weeks. I didn't want to just impulsively do something and either regret it or just abandon it. I didn't want to start it if I wasn't going to do it. And even though I only have one article up right now, I've been like a horse at the gate, at the racehorse gate, trying to get this started because I really want to do it. And I even have other things written that, what I didn't realize was how easy it was to just write directly on the, that platform, Substack, and just write and edit it right there. I didn't have to make it complicated or anything, or come from another place to there. So I'm learning that too. In fact, there's a lot to learn. I was just kind of glancing at their options, because what I noticed was that a lot of the people I follow, and I don't just follow great big personalities, I follow a couple of people that are pretty much just regular people like me. Their YouTubes are similar in size to mine, and it's just it's a nice creative outlet. But what I noticed was almost all of them have an option where you could support them by a subscription, and they have the free option. And I never want anything that I do to be unable to be seen or read by somebody, strictly because there's a paywall or whatever. And that's just how I feel coming from where I'm coming from, which is I am so grateful, like that Heather Cox Richardson and Timothy Schneider and many of the people that I follow now and really depend on for for a slower, more deep understanding of things that are going on. They're not, you don't have to pay. And when I get to the point where I want to support them, but I'm super grateful that I can read their articles and watch their videos and stuff. Now, both of them are on YouTube as well. But Heather Cox Richardson does a written, and then the same thing is put in voice, so it's like a podcast, and she's using that Substack. I think she was the first one I ever followed on it. And I didn't even really understand. I thought it was just coming into my email, and I didn't have an understanding of the full platform. And now I've got a better understanding of it. So it's pretty exciting, and I'll put down in the description, but I am just at Chris Signs 13 over there. And so it's pretty easy to find me. And I only have one essay right now, but I plan on doing more content there. And I don't have any doubt, because I know how many different things are coming up for me that I just want to talk about. And I think it's healthy. I actually think it is, because I've noticed in myself. Oh my, I don't know. The coughing started, so I had to edit, or I had to stop the camera. But I've noticed in myself how it lifts my spirits to write. And like I said, I've got 2 or 3 that I had started and sort of put on my computer, and now I'm really glad to see that you can just hop on and work on your article right there. And it saves as a draft until you're ready to publish it, so it's a no-brainer for me. I found it to be very, very user-friendly. In fact, I think what finally pushed me the final way, after I'd given it the time, because that's one thing I've learned to do, is give it some time, make sure it's not just an impulse that you're just going to do and then abandon, was Heather Cox Richardson. She's a historian, and she talks about politics. She said how easy it was and how user-friendly the platform was, and because I thought, well, maybe, but probably not. But she was absolutely right about that. It's even easier, as far as I can see, than YouTube. So okay, so I thought I would announce it here, and then we'll be free of that. I mean, those subjects will be over there for anybody that wants to follow. And I think if you subscribe, you just get in your email whenever I do publish something. And I'm pretty sure there's also an option for just going there and reading. I don't think you have to receive an email, but that's something that I'll learn as I go. So that's pretty much it. For what I had planned to say. And it's Friday here. It's been super weather, like, oh my goodness. And we really deserve that. We deserve weather where we don't have to have the air conditioner on or the heater, because there's so little of that in our world here in South Texas. It's almost always hot or then during the winter, it's usually, you know, either cold or humid or something that prevents you from having all the windows open. Whoops, I see, gosh, it's like Grand Central out front. There's a lot of cars going by. They're distracting me. But so anyway, the cats have been super happy. They've been in that room that has the door that have the screen and everything, and they just love the chickens. And then there's 3 windows so that they don't have to fight over the door. They actually don't. The 2 boys, Toby and Coco, will sit in the door together. But if it's Princess, she really prefers to be the only one in a place. She likes to have about a 3-foot radius around her where nobody is. So she's a little bit different, but they've all been very, very happy. So other than that, I've been working every morning on my ink tests. I've been working in the Graphilo notebook for the Tom Studio, and then my Lockbee 68 GSM Tomoe River paper journal for all the others. And it looks like I'll be having 4 more to do in there. Yeah, I'm going to do... Well, I'll take a look at the Tom Studio ones, but I'm pretty sure just one of them will be in these pens. Unless I find one that's a light brown or a brown. I can't remember what else I have in that. Otherwise, it'll be ochre. So I'll be adding these 4. I mean, I think you know, I have to kind of create my own fun around here and my own plan. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to. In addition, quite a few other things that I'll be writing about on Substack. I won't go into it here, but, you know, the things that I've never done before, you know, in relation to politics. And so it's all new to me, and I've made discoveries, you know, about myself and about the things you can do and the people you can call and all of that kind of thing. But I'm really, really happy about being able to separate the 2 places. And so we'll see where it goes. And that's, I'm happy to see myself happy. So, you know, because it's been kind of like a little roller coaster here recently. And I mean, without staying positive, I don't have a prayer, I don't think. I think I have to find that way. I mean, not to deny any awful feelings at all. And they come along and they have to be acknowledged and they have to be felt, but I don't want to stay there. That would be, then we lose. You know, we just plain lose before it gets started here, and I'm not going to lose. No, I'm not, you know, not planning on it. So buckle up, I guess, is what I'm telling myself. So I will be back with the progress report anyway, and other than that, I won't go on to promise. We'll just see what happens. But thank you for joining me. And if you are interested in my ramblings and my writings at all, keeping in mind that I'm pretty rusty. I mean, I used to write in the Air Force, and I just was, that was my whole life, was writing articles and features, and I miss it in a way. And in fact, I never really was in the niche that I wanted to be in, because it's really editorials and stuff like that I was more into, and that didn't come along as often. So, and now it's like, whoa, you get to do what you want. Yay. Okay. So there, you can't beat that. So I'll see you on the next video, and I just hope everybody's hanging in there and doing fine and enjoying your pens. Apparently, I'm just not a minimalist. So here we go. In fact, I have a whole nother, you know, pen case besides the 9 that are on my desk. And I've got a lot of letter writing to get back to this weekend, too. So I will see you next time. And just hope you're all blessed with being healthy, happy, and safe. And I'll see you. Bye for now.